Parents, nothing pulls at your heartstrings quite like watching your little one really fall behind with their developmental and with their development, and constantly wondering and worrying what's really going on with their little brain and their nervous system that is slowing things down or stopping development altogether. My name is Dr. Eric Kurzinski. I am one of the chiropractors here at ADIO Chiropractic in the Madison and Milton and surrounding areas. We really focus on pediatrics, prenatal, and whole family wellness here in our office. Now, this video is for parents whose children are struggling with a developmental delay, and most especially perfect for those parents who really just feel like they're doing everything right with taking their child to all of the developmental therapies, but are still maybe just not seeing progress. And if your child has been doing PT, OT, and speech therapy, but has plateaued or is not progressing as quickly as you'd like, this video is most especially for you, okay? In this video, you're gonna learn the number one thing that is really holding back the development for so many children, but yet no one is talking about it, as well as what caused and triggered the delay in the first place, and how to find it, and how to help get to the root cause and address things head on so that your child's development can get back on track and they can reach their full potential once again. Now, before I go any further, please share this with other moms, parents who you know need to hear this message. We are on a mission to change this trajectory that our kids are on. Now, let's talk about Nolan. Nolan's parents brought them in at the age of two and a half, and that was right after he was diagnosed with autism. And he was struggling a lot with gross motor skills, nonverbal speech, sensory, motor planning, and he had even had difficulty walking due to low muscle tone, and was stimming very often. Now, Nolan had been in early intervention since 9 months old, but they felt he was just stuck and had plateaued in progress. And thankfully, friends of the parents and Nolan's OT both sent them information on the Perfect Storm workshop. Now, they attended and they signed Nolan up to really start this process really just right away. They had been getting chiropractic care for about a year and a half, and this is truly one of Nolan's happy places, and he loves coming. Now, to see his body and mind literally calm down during and after an adjustment just melts our heart. And Nolan not only has learned how to walk, but can run now too. And he's improving his speech skills, putting two words together, and is learning strategies to really help regulate his body. Now, Nolan definitely has work ahead, don't get us wrong, but his parents truly feel that he wouldn't be entirely where he is today if it wasn't taking for that leap of faith and really trusting the doctors at their chiropractic office. Now, Nolan is so lucky to have such a strong mom. You know, her strength and tenacity to do everything for her kiddo is just so admirable. Now, the world can be so quick to really tell us what our children can't and won't be able to do, but with chiropractic care and honestly amazing mamas like Nolan's mom, we get to see the potential, the possibilities, and best of all, we get to see the progress in these kiddos. Now, developmental delays, let's talk about the science. Developmental delays really refer to a significant lag in a child's milestones compared to their peers and can encompass various aspects of development, including cognitive, social, emotional, speech, language, and motor skills. And the two most common concerns that really parents are most likely to really notice in their children are a delay in either their walking or their speech communication. Now, while developmental delays can really show up in all these various ways, the one that really delays are on is the neurological and motor functions, since these serve as the key catalyst to all other brain and neurological development. Now, as a neurologically focused pediatric chiropractor, this is where our expertise and experience really comes into play, finding the real root cause of a child's motor tone, coordination, and developmental problems. Now, all too often, the original trigger and cause of these developmental delays and motor tone problems come not just from muscles themselves that PTs, OTs, speech therapists really work on, but from the system that actually controls the muscle tone and the coordination in the first place. And that is the central or autonomic nervous system. Now, the number one cause of problems with the neuromotor connection and coordination and development actually comes from the one thing not nearly enough providers and professionals are talking about, and that is birth interventions and trauma. Okay? When birth includes things like forceps or vacuum or induction and C-section, there is a ton of physical strain, trauma, and often injury placed on the extremely sensitive areas of the brainstem, the cerebellum, and the upper neck, where all of that neuromotor function and development is controlled and really coordinated from. Now, an injury, or what we term subluxation, is in this delicate and wildly important area, can really set off this cascade of developmental challenges and delays that we call this perfect storm, that really can alter their sleep, their digestion, their head and neck control, crawling, walking, and all other aspects of neurological development over time. Now, therefore, finding out if this subluxation and dysfunction exists in this vital brainstem and upper neck region is the number one missing action step for parents with developmental delays, because neither traditional pediatricians or therapists have any way of actually assessing and examining its health and its function. Now, only pediatric chiropractors like us here at ADIO Chiropractic have that level of understanding and training, and most importantly, the technology to truly measure the brainstem and neurological function. Now, getting the central and the autonomic nervous system back in balance and on track developmentally is the number one action step millions of parents deserve to know about and have access to. Now, to close this video, if you are suspecting your child may have this tension, this subluxation and dysfunction in their brainstem area that controls all the neurological development and function, then make sure to check out the links provided to really read and learn more about the developmental delay and the role that pediatric chiropractic can play in helping your child get back on track and really reach their full potential. And two, if you have any questions, simply just comment down below or send us a direct message and we will reply and get connected right away. Number three, and lastly, if you and you're ready to get your child help that they need right away, then give our office a call and get them scheduled for this incredible neurological insight scans right away. We look forward to hearing from you.